All right, so I'm going to review the lesson 2 practice problems. The first one shows you a hanger that's balanced and then asks you to select all of the possible answer choices that will keep the hanger balanced. And so if you look at this hanger, you will notice that if you go to this hanger right here and you were to like cross out this triangle, take off this triangle and take off this triangle, then you'll have something where a square is equal to two circles. So basically right here, you're saying that the square is equal to two circles because you can actually cross out the triangles, take one triangle from the left and one triangle from the right because that would mean you're taking off equal weights. So if you look in answer choice A, it says adding two circles to the left and a square on the right. Well, if a square is equal to two circles, then as long as you're adding two circles on the opposite side from the square, then that will be a possible answer. So basically what it's saying is if this was my hanger and I did answer choice A, and I'm sorry about the drawing, not the best artist, adding two circles on the left, so that means over here I put two circles and over here I put a square. That still keeps my equation balanced because a square is equal to two circles according to this picture over here. So that still would be a possible way to keep the hanger balanced. So A would work. And then adding two triangles to each side. So if I add two triangles over here and then I add two triangles over here, I added the same weight. So B would be a possible answer. So B works. And then C says adding two circles on the right and a square on the left. So if I put a square here on the left and then put two circles on the right, I still have that same ratio where one square is equal to two circles. So C would work. D says adding a circle on the left and a square on the right. So if I just add one circle and one square, that would not fit the same ratio. That wouldn't work. So D would not work. And then E says adding a triangle on the left. So if I put a triangle on the left and then I put a square on the right, that will not balance. So that will not be the same. Anytime I write a square, I have to put two circles on the opposite side. So A, B, and C will be the choices that will keep the hanger balanced. All right, number 2. In number 2, it is asking for you to kind of look at the same idea, but this time they give you values for certain shapes. And so you're getting more into writing expressions or equations for the hanger instead of just making an association between two shapes. So if you look at the hanger, you have four squares. So each one of these squares right here, four squares, you have two squares on the right. On the left, you have two triangles. On the right, you have one. On the left, you have two circles. On the right, you have three. And it tells you that each triangle weighs 2.5 pounds. So these two triangles right here together, um, well, each one would weigh 2.5 pounds. And then the circles weigh 3 pounds. And we don't know how much an X is worth. So if I have four squares, one, two, three, four, and I have two triangles, and I have two circles on this side, then I can identify right beside each one of them what they're worth. So each circle is 3. So this will be 3. This will be 3. This will be 2.5. This will be 2.5. This will be X because I don't know what it is. And when I don't know the value, I use a variable. So that'll give me 4 X's. And then on this side where I have two squares, a triangle, and three circles, I'm going to have 3 for each circle. That's the weight. 2.5 for each triangle, which is only one, and then X for each square. So then all you're doing is looking at the answer choices over here and telling which of these is the same as this right here. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to describe that. All right, so if I look on the left, in this equation on the left, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 X's, which is the same I have on the left here. I have 11. And how they got 11 is they combine all of the like terms. So they combine these numbers right here. And 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. So this side works out in answer choice A. And then let's see if the other side works out. Well, on the other side, it says you have 1x when we actually have 2x's. So answer choice A will not work. That does not work. Answer choice A doesn't. If I look at answer choice B says 2x is equal to zero point 0.5. So basically, they're asking you to kind of solve this down, or you can look at it this way. You can say, all right, this square and this square cancel each other out. This square and this square cancels each other out. So I'm left with 2x's, okay, on the left, which is what I have right here, 2x's. And then I can say, all right, this triangle and this triangle will cancel each other out. This circle and this circle, this circle and this circle will cancel each other out. So basically what I'm left on the right, on the left is 2x plus, and over here I'm going to be left with 2.5. So 2x plus 2.5 is equal to, I'm only left on this side with 3. And so if I solve this, I will subtract 2.5 from both sides, which means I have to add a decimal 0 behind the 3, because when you add and subtract decimals, your decimal have to line up. And that'll leave me with 2x is equal to 0 0.5. So B works. So that works. Answer choice B works. Okay. And then answer choice C says 4x plus 5 plus 6. Well, remember we had 4 x's on the left. 2.5 plus 2.5 makes 5. And 3 plus 3 makes 6. So in answer choice C, the left side checks out, but we have to make sure the right side checks out. So on the right side, we have 2x, which we do because we have two squares. That's 2x. And then we have 2.5, which we do because we have a triangle and it's worth 2.5. And then plus 6. Well, 3 plus 3 plus 3 will make 9. So answer choice C will not work. So C will not work. And I'm just writing it up here and I'm going to cross it out. It doesn't work. Answer choice C is not it. And then answer choice D says 2x plus 2.5 equals 3. Well, we did that right here, so we know that'll work. We have that right here. So we know answer choice so far, B and D works. So B and D so far work. And then answer choice E, 4x plus 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 3. That's exactly what we have on the left. 4x plus 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 3. And then on the right, we have 2x plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And we have 2x plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 right here. So we know answer choice E works. So these are the three answer choices that will work. B, D, and E. Okay. All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3 says, what is the weight of a triangle if what is the weight of a square if a triangle weighs 4 grams? And you have to look at this picture right here. So we know a triangle is going to weigh 4 grams, and we're trying to find the weight of a triangle. We know a triangle is going to weigh 4 grams, and we're trying to find the weight of a square. So if you look here, a triangle, each one of these is going to be 4. So that's 4, 4, and 4. And let me just get a new illustration right here. So we know that if we had this picture right here, we'd have this triangle, which is 4 grams, this square, which is unknown, and this square, which is unknown. So both of those are x's. And then we have 3 triangles, which each one of them are 4 grams or weighs 4 grams, is 4 grams. And then we have this one square, which is x. We don't know what it is. And it said, how much does a square weigh? And it wants us to explain our reasoning. And we can do several things. We can go ahead and write an expression, like combining the terms over here, right? So x plus x will make 2x plus 4 equals, because these sides are equal, x plus 12. And we can solve for x because x represents the weight of a square. And then we could just subtract 4 from both sides, and we'll have 2x. This will disappear from this side and up here on the other side equals x plus 8. Then we subtract x from both sides, and this will disappear and appear on the other side. So we're going to be left with x equals 8, and the weight of each square is 8. So if we go and check 4 plus 8 plus 8, that's going to give us 20. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8 is going to give us 20. So both sides will weigh the same thing, so we know that they balance. Now, if you didn't want to do it that way, you can do what we did kind of in the other problem. You can say, all right, I can take away a square from here and a square from here, a triangle from here, and a triangle from here. And what you're left with is one square is equal to two triangles. Well, two triangles are a total of 8 because each one is 4. So then a square is equal to 8. So you can do it by using a little bit of logic and creating a square to triangle kind of ratio um, or comparison. All right, in lesson 2, unit 4, lesson 2, we're going to talk about Andre, who has this puzzle he has to figure out. We know his age. Well, we don't know his age, but we know his brother age is 3 years older than however he is, because he is 3 years younger than his brother. So brother's age is going to be Andre's age plus 3. And then sister's age is going to be Andre's age minus 2, because Andre is older than sister. So to begin, Andre is going to be represented as X. Andre is X. Brother is going to be Andre's age, which is X, plus 3, because brother has to be older. Sister is going to be Andre's age minus 2. And mom is going to be 3 times the brother's age minus 1, because it said one less than, excuse me, 1 less than 3 times the brother's age. Brother's age is X plus 3. So I'm going to put X plus 3 in parentheses because that's the brother. And I got to do 3 times that, and then I got to be 1 less than all of that. So that's what mom's age is going to look like. And then A wants us to try to solve this puzzle. And we know that all of these added together is going to give us 87. But before I put the equals 87, I'm going to try to simplify this into fewer terms like part C is asking us to do. So I'm going to have X plus X plus 3 plus X minus 2 plus 3 times X plus 3 minus 1. And I'm going to distribute to get rid of the parentheses here. So I'm going to have X plus 3 plus X minus 2 plus, now this is going to be 3 times X, which is 3X. And it's going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. So plus 9 minus 1. Now I've distributed. I can get rid of that one and just look at the new one without the parentheses in it. So now I'm just going to combine the like terms. Well, X plus X plus X is 3X plus 3 more X's is 6X. So I'm going to have 6X, and then I can combine 3 minus 2 is going to make 1. 1 plus 9 is going to make 10. And then 10 minus 1 is going to make 9. So I'm going to have 6X plus 9. Now I can put the equals 87 on here. And then I'm just going to move up to the top and solve this. So I'm going to have 6X plus 9 equals 87. And I can subtract 9 from both sides. And I'm going to be left with, this is going to disappear from the left and up here on the right. I'm going to be left with 6X is equal to 78. Divide by 6. And X is equal to 13. So Andre is 13. That means that brother is going to be 13 plus 3, which is 16. Sister is going to be 13 minus 2, which is 11. And mom is going to be 13 plus 3, which is 16. 16 times 3, which is 48, minus 1, which is 47. And if I add all of these ages, I should get 87. And that's the way to check to see if I have the right answer. So if I add 13 plus 16, I'm going to get 29. 29 plus 11, I'm going to get 40. 40 plus 47 is going to give me 87. So that does equal 87. So I know that Andre is 13, brother 16, sister's 11, mom is 47. Those are the ages. Number 5. And number 5, the problem asks you about the equations for these two lines. You should notice that the two lines are parallel, and you should know that when you have two parallel lines, the slopes are the same. So m should be the same. And we're writing an equation. We're writing in the form of y equals mx plus b, which means I need to know what m is equal to and what b is equal to for both lines. Well, if I look at this line, I know b is 0 because it's going through the origin. So b equals 0 for this line. And I need to know what the slope is. So that means I'm going to pick two clean points. I'm going to pick this point right here, and then I'm going to pick this point right here. And I'm going to see. So this is the area I'm going to pick right here. I'm going to pick this area up in here. I thought I could highlight it, but I can't. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And then I'm going to go horizontal. I went up, that's a positive direction, and I'm going to the right, that's also a positive direction. So I know my slope should be positive. And I'm going horizontally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my slope is going to be 4 because I went 4 vertical, 4 over 5. And all I have to do is plug these into the equation over here. And that'll give me y is equal to m is 4/5, leave x, and b is 0 plus 0, but I don't have to write the plus 0 because anything plus 0 is the same thing. So it's just going to be y equals 4/5 x. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the other equation. I need to identify my slope, and I need to identify my y-intercept. My slope, since the lines are parallel, should be the same as the other slope. So I know the slope is going to be 4/5, but I can check it. I'm going to pick two clean points. So I'm going to pick this point right here, and then I'm going to pick my next clean point right here. So from here, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to my point. So that worked out. My slope is the same. And now my y-intercept, they gave you an ordered pair here, and you should be able to tell from this ordered pair that this is your y-intercept because the x is 0. So when the x is 0, the y is your y-intercept, the y value. So my y-intercept is 3.2. My y-intercept is 3.2. So my equation for this one is going to be y is equal to 4/5 x minus, sorry, because this is a negative, so this is a negative 3.2, minus 3.2. And those are my equations for each line right there. And that's it.